Hi there. Today we're working on solid shapes, and today the shape is cone. We are going to make a paper cone. A cone is a shape that has one flat circle and one point or vertex, and then it has a rounded side as well. We are going to make it using this paper that's in your folder. And you will need to get some other supplies. So I will tell you the supplies that you need, and then I will tell you to pause the video and you can go get the supplies. I'm going to move my screen down now so you can see the workspace. Okay, so yes, here are the supplies. You'll need this piece of paper, and that's in your orange folder. And you'll want the one that says cone that has this triangular looking shape and a circle shape here. And then you need to get out a pair of scissors, and you will need tape or glue. I have found that tape is doing a better job of holding the shape together, and I did not give you tape, but you can use the glue that I gave you or tape that you have at home. And then I have set up a few tape pieces here just to help me be ready. So you can pause the video now, hit the two lines that are parallel going up and down, and pause the video to get your supplies. Okay, so you should have your supplies now all laid out on the table. And the first step that we're going to do is to cut it out. So you'll need your scissors. You can have your adult help you cut this out because I only gave you one. We don't want to make any mistakes. Here is something important that you needed to know. When you start cutting, just cut right over, and you're going to cut it all the way out, except you are going to cut on the black line until you get to here. Do not cut on this black line. You are to cut on the outside line, which is a dotted line. We will cut on the dotted line, and we will not cut on this inside solid line. So that would look like this. Here's me cutting on the dotted line, and then I am not cutting on the solid line because that will be in the middle where we will fold it. So I will continue to cut around. You may pause the video so that you have plenty of time to cut yours out as well. When you have it cut out, then you can push play again. So the triangular looking shape looks like this. It does have a rounded side, so it's not a triangle, but you should have not cut on this dark line, and you cut on the dotted line. And then you're going to do the same thing for this circular shape. You will cut on the outside line, which is dotted, as you can see here, and you will not cut on that inner black line there. So I'm cutting it out so that it's all one piece. The little pieces will not come off. Pause the video if you need to get yours cut out. And then you can push play and we can continue together. So you should have these two pieces cut out. And then you'll be left with this. And we don't need that. Okay, so here's how we're going to put our cone together. I'll show you what it looks like in the end. It won't be perfect, but you'll have a rounded base, one flat circle at the bottom, which will be this piece. We will be hiding the little tabs. And then you'll tape together the rounded part up to a point, like so. So this is what our cone will look like. Okay, so we'll start by folding on this black line because this part will be hidden. So fold that part just like that. Fold on the line or as close as you can to that line. And then you'll want to fold the tabs on the black solid line that makes the circle. So just fold them back so you can't see them anymore. Mine are back here. They're hidden. And on the tabs is where you're going to be putting glue or tape. Same for here. This is on this tab is where you're going to be putting glue or tape. Okay, so we'll start by putting this circle on the rounded edge. So this rounded edge here is where I'm going to be placing, I'm going to be attaching the circle. So I'm going to get one of my pieces of tape and I'm going to place it on one of the tabs. Doesn't matter which one. And then I'm going to place that piece of tape and the tab onto the bottom of the circle, right there along the edge. See if you can get a better view. So I'm placing this right there. And I'm going to push the tape down so that now that they're attached, it's attached at the bottom. Okay. So then I'm going to do the same thing with the next tab, but I'm going to have to bring up, put a piece of tape on the tab, and then I'm going to have to bring up this side, the rounded edge, so that they attach right there. And you can do the same with the glue. And then we're going to do the same with the next tab. So there's another tab on the circle. I'm going to put a piece of tape, or you can put glue on it, and bring the rounded part up so that it attaches to the tab. So now it looks like this, kind of like a boat. Okay, that's what it looks like on the other side. And then, so we should have one more tab to attach. I'm going to put some tape or glue on it, and I'm going to stick it to the last edge. And now I just have to close it up. So the long part that the long part here that we folded back, I'm going to put a piece of tape on the back of that. And I'm going to carefully, I have to kind of leave my finger in to press the tape on. You'll have to do the same with the glue. I'm going to close that up. I think I'm going to put an extra piece of tape on there to close the bottom. You can put a piece of tape on the front, it might close it a little bit better. So then you have a cone. It should sit flat on its flat surface. It should sit up because it has that flat circle, and it should have a point at the top. And it should be able to roll on the rounded edge. Those are important attributes of the cone. So there's your cone. Thanks, guys.